I was sleeping in the class and I woke up because I smelt it. And when I woke up, the little dude farted again and started laughing, and he looked at me. And I'm like, damn, nigga, you stink.
Zeros. 100 on my wrist, bitch, I'm feeling like D-Rose. Pop 4 Zans, I'm feeling like a hero. Superman, lean got me like Rio.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, The Real Malik. And as you can tell from the title, you already know what this video should be about. So, it's about my first time ever getting in trouble. Like, that I remember, though. So, I remember this day like it was yesterday. So, I was in the 2nd grade. And this was, I'm from Oklahoma. So, this was our 2nd year staying in Arkansas. So, that whole morning, it just like, it went bad. Like, it wasn't my morning. Like, I woke up. I can't remember what it's for, but I got a whooping. So, that was like a preschool whooping. Like, so, I went to school. I'm only in the 2nd grade. Remember this. I'm only in the 2nd grade. So, I went to school. Came to school late. I go in class. And I sit at the back of the class like 2nd grade. For some reason, I was bad. Like, we had these little cars. And my car was on red every day. So, for some reason, I was just bad. But this day was a special bad day. So, I go in class, and I walk into class. All my friends, I guess they was waiting on me to get to school. So when I walked in class, we all, you know, turned up. Oh, Malik, what's up? You know, what's up, bro? What's up? So we all just turned up and everything like that. So the teacher already know, what's about to go down. She already know how it's finna be. Malik finna, be bad today. So, nigga, in my mind, I'm like, yeah, you already know what's about to happen. So, I got in trouble like a couple times this day. So, first, I was sleeping in class and the teacher kept trying to wake me up. So I'm like, leave me alone, I'm trying to sleep. And I guess she pulled my card for that. So I got the little card, whatever it's called, pulled. So I lied to her and told her that I was sick. So she sent me down to the nurse office. So I'm sleeping in the nurse office for like an hour. Then the nurse wake me up, send me back to class. So I come back to class. All my friends turned up again. We all turned up. Whoa, Malik back, Malik back. So this when it get real. So I started doing my work. We had these little coloring pages. And she gave me markers instead of colored pencils. So everybody else got colored pencils. I'm the only one to get markers. So I don't know if I feel special or she must think I can't handle no colored pencils or I'm a marker ass nigga or something. I ain't no marker ass nigga. So me and my homeboy, we started having a colored pencil versus marker war. So we started, it was like 4 of us. So we was on each side of the room and we was like in the corners. We was all being bad, but we just started throwing color pencils and markers at each other. So one of my homeboys must threw a color pencil. And I don't know what happened, but it hit the teacher. So the teacher, by the way, the teacher, her name was Miss King, I believe. And she was like some real old lady. So the color pencil hit the teacher, and we all in 2nd grade, so we really not trying to get in trouble, but we being bad though. So we all rat him out, like who threw that? So we all, he threw it. So we all not trying to get in trouble, but we already know we being bad this day. So we not trying to get in trouble, so we rat dude out. So my homeboy, he gets suspended and stuff like that. All of us get our cars pulled. I think I got 2 of them pulled that time for throwing markers and stuff. But yeah, we ratted him out. Like, I don't know why. We ratted him out. So after that, we go to art class. In art class, we was doing like some stuff. It was like something when you glue something down and then color the glue. I don't know what it was. So I'm in there and I don't know what to do. So I keep asking my art teacher to help me. He not helping me. I'm getting mad. So he steady helping this dude, then he'll walk away, and then he'll go back to him like he like favoring him. So it was like a glow stick, and it was like this big, and it was so fat, bro. And I must threw the glue stick at the little boy's head. I don't know why, but I must threw the glue stick at his head. So then nobody know who threw the glue stick. Hold on, get some of this pimp juice. Yeah, pimp juice. All right. So then nobody know who threw the glue stick really, but me and like the dude I was sitting by. So I threw a glue stick, hit the little boy in the top of the head, and he started crying. So I like threw it. I stood up and threw it. Sat down so fast, like I sat down dumb fast. And acting like I knew what our camera had went dead. So where was I at? Alright, so I threw the glue stick at his head. We in the art room. Alright, so don't nobody know I threw the glue stick but me and the dude. So I sat back down like real quick and acting like I was doing my work. I still didn't know what I was doing. So I ain't get no help that whole day. So at the end of our art class, when we go out to class, my teacher, he'd have like a bag of pretzels. And it was like a big bag of pretzels, but he like give them out around the class. So it'd be like a little bit left when he walk us back to class. And he'll give them to a student. So he must gave the pretzels to the little dude that he was helping the whole time. Little dude I didn't help the glue stick. So he gave the pretzels to him. So now I'm really mad. Like I'm big mad. I'm in my little nigga feelings. I'm in my feelings. I ain't get the pretzels. So we go to recess. And little dude sitting up there, he had recess, and he's sitting there eating the pretzels. So I went up to him, I was like, bro, let me get some pretzels. And he like, no, these my pretzels. So it was over with this. So I got to a fight with him over some pretzels. Yeah, we started fighting over pretzels. So I had went to the principal's office, and the principal really didn't do nothing, but I was in school, in class, whatever you call it. It's just like, for the rest of that school day, I just had to go to a different class, like in the school, like so I just had to sit there and do my work. So I'm in this other class, and I think it was its kindergarten class. There was a kindergarten class. I'm in this kindergarten class. These little boys kept farting up in the class, and it stank. And I'm in second grade, so I was cussing in second grade. So I was sleeping in the class, and I woke up because I smelt it. And when I woke up, the little dude farted again and started laughing, and he looked at me. And I'm like, damn, nigga, you stink. So the teacher that was in that class, I had got in trouble for saying that. And I had went back to the principal's office. So the principal had suspended me this time. I got suspended for a day. When I got home, I got one of them little speeches, like one of them little you can do better speeches and stuff like that. Like one of the speeches you get, a pre-whooping speech. And they make you think that you're not gonna get a whooping, but you finna get beat down to the ground. So after I got my little speech, I got a whooping. The whooping was like, okay, we had bunk beds. And it was like I was holding on to the top of the bunk bed while I was getting a whooping. And when my dad was whooping me, he couldn't aim the belt. So, you know, he hit me all on the top of my back and everything. And I'm like, you know, hit me on my ass, nigga. Like, dang. So, he hit me all down my back. He hit me on my thighs, everywhere. Like, he covered a good little section of the back of my body. Like, he tore me to the ground. So when I say I had laid down after that, and my mama had came home from work. My mama came home from work. She came in the room with me, and she came to sit down on the bed with me, and she gave me a little talk. So I started putting on a little fake cry, and I was like, "Look at my back. He tore my back up." So I put on a fake cry. So it's my stepdad though. It's my stepdad. So I'm putting on a fake cry, thinking my mom finna kick this nigga out the house because he whooped me like that. And that did not happen. So I got another whooping from my mama. When I say that whooping hurt worse than the first whooping, cause it was like the sores I had from the first whooping was still hurting like every time I moved. So I got another whooping on top of that whooping. Like, it hurts so bad, bro. And I'm sitting there crying thinking I'm finna die. So what I do, I had like a bin, like a little tub where I keep my clothes at. And, well, no, I kept my toys in there. So I took all my toys out of there and I threw all my clothes in there. So I'm like, I'm finna run away. I'm moving back to Oklahoma with my real dad. So I'm thinking I'm finna run away. But the whole time, I'm gonna get some more of this pimp juice. The whole time I don't know, like, if I run away, how am I gonna carry this to Oklahoma? So I'm sitting here planning it out, like, if I take a rope and tie it to it and then get a belt and put it on that, I can just drag it all the way there. So I planned on running away. So when I was putting my clothes in the thing, my mom had busted in the room and she was like, "What the f are you doing?" So I'm like, I'm moving, I'm tired, I'm moving, I'm tired of this. So like that. And she was like, "You ain't going nowhere, this, nowhere, that," something like that. So just because of that, I didn't get fed dinner. So I didn't get no dinner. So I went to sleep that night with 2 whoopings, body burning, on top of starving, stomach aching, and everything. So when I say I went to school the next, no, I was suspended. I was suspended for a day. I went to school the next day. When I say I went to school, I went to school the next day after I got suspended. When I say I went to school that day, when I went to school that day, acting like I went to a private school, military school or something, boy, I didn't say nothing. It was yes ma'am, no ma'am. I did all my work. I walked in the straight line, hand behind my back, just like this. Boy, it was over with. I was straight for the rest of my elementary school years. Like, nothing. It was over with. I was not taking another whooping after that. That was not happening at all, bro. It hurt so bad. And when we got back to school, my homeboy was like, "Bro, I know you got a whooping this, I know you got a whooping that," and all stuff like that. So me, I'm in the 2nd grade. I'm a gangster. Forget it. I'm a gangster. So I'm like, hell nah, nigga, I ain't get no whooping. Knowing every time I take a step, my back hurting, my ass hurting, my thighs hurting, everything hurting every time I take a step, knowing I got beat down to the ground. Like, my stepdad gave the belt that he whooped me with a nickname after that whooping. It was called The Law. So any other time I got a whooping, like for not having stuff clean, so he would go get The Law. I'm finna put the law down. Like, it was over with. No, it hurt so bad every whooping, bro. But that's the story of my first time getting in trouble at school. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like, smash that sub button, and we got more story times coming soon. What irony. I said meet you at your keep eyeing me. Ride with the mob, Alhamdulillah. Check in with me and do your job. Berg is the name, Ben Baller did the chain. Torn off